Hello everyone, myself Bhumika Vyas, a faculty in St. Peter's Institute of Media and Communication. I'm going to teach general subjects for both the courses that are BWalk in Graphic Designing and Multimedia and BWalk in Journalism that is affiliated to TIS SVE, that is Tata Institute of Social Science, School of Vocational Education. Today I'm going to speak about two generic subjects that are going to be taught along with the core subjects. The name of the subject is Financial Literacy and Basics of Economics and Markets. Now, when we come to talk about financial literacy, friends, the graduates of these courses are going to work in the companies or they might become entrepreneurs. So, by proper understanding of this subject will enable them to take appropriate financial decisions. The meaning of financial literacy is it is a complete knowledge about money as to how to save, spend, invest, and expand our capital. I would like to share a fact with you that according to the study of the world, why most of the business in the world fail. Out of the total business that fail in the world, 5% of the business fail due to technological obsolescence, that is, they fail to upgrade their technology or move in tune with the technology. Marketing inefficiency means they are not able to approach the right customers. Labor problems like trade unions, strikes, so only 5% of the business fail due to these reasons, whereas 95% of the business fail due to lack of appropriate financial management. So you would understand from this the importance of financial literacy. Now, what are the objectives of keeping this as a subject? The aim of this subject is to provide knowledge of basic financial concepts that are essential for personal and professional life of a person. Means it will be helpful in your personal life as well as your professional life. Proper understanding of the subject will enable the students to be amongst the top positions in an organization who take crucial business decisions. The people who are very good at finance are amongst the top positions in any of the business organizations. I'll just brief you about the contents of the subject. The very first topic is financial planning. Here you will learn how to save money, when you should start your saving, and where you should save. You also learn the concept of pay yourself first. That means before spending, start saving. It teaches you various elements like risk management in your business, retirement planning, that is very important in today's age, child education planning. It is observed in our country that many of the parents are not able to educate their children well due to lack of funds. So, this proper child education planning will help them educate their children. Real estate planning, this also is one of the element. Real estate means definitely you are going to buy your own home, so you need to plan for that and save money and invest money for that. So it will teach you that also. It will teach you investment planning, it will teach you income tax planning. So these are the elements which you are going to study in financial planning. Next is financial markets and financial institutions. When you are planning about your finance, definitely you need to know about financial markets because you are going to invest in the markets where you can get good returns, where the value of your money increases. It also teaches you the concept of the value of money, future value of the present money. So, coming to financial markets, it makes you completely aware, brings complete clarity about capital, how the capital market works, stock market bond market, money market. It makes you aware of types of mutual funds, advantages of investing in mutual funds, life insurance plans, why you should have life insurance, general insurance, importance of general insurance. It also gives a detailed information about financial institutions and financial schemes, various saving schemes like post office savings, senior citizen saving schemes, PPF, NSC, Kisan Vikas Patra, Sukanya Samriddhi accounts. It even gives detailed information about the current interest rates, return rates, which we are getting when we invest in these schemes. Next topic is banking operations. Now, in today's age, bank is the backbone of the economy. So, you need to know the complete banking system. So, this topic will bring complete clarity about each and every banking operation. It teaches you the role and functions of RBI and various commercial banks. It teaches you basic information like KYC, why KYC, where KYC is required, and the documents required for KYC, the usage. It teaches you about the working of debit card, credit card, about the usage of debit card, credit card, how you have to fill your check. It teaches you concepts like mobile banking, internet banking, and along with this, we are going to teach the students by visiting the practical websites. With the help of the websites, we are going to teach you in detail how the bank works. Going to our next topic, that is forms of business. Now, this also is again very interesting topic. It teaches you about various forms of business, that is sole trading concern, partnership firm, cooperative societies. It teaches you about their advantages and disadvantages. As in future, you might start your own business. So it will help you to decide that what kind of business you want to start. Next topic is business cycles and operations. Now, all the business goes through business cycles. The up and downs of the business, that is the period of boom, recession, and depression. So, many of the business firms fail to handle this business cycles. So, this subject will teach you how to survive in these times, especially the low times. It teaches you how to operate the business in times of inflation and how to minimize the losses during this low stage of business. So that's all about financial literacy. Now the benefits of learning this subject. You can see on your screen, it provides dividends for life that nobody ever can take from you. As you have appropriate knowledge about finance, you're definitely going to make right investment. So the dividends which are there, which are the benefits are going to be throughout your life, which nobody will be able to take from you. Next, it increases your earning potential as you are starting your saving at an early age and you are saving, you are investing it at the right place. You are very much secure about your money. So your earning potential also increases due to that. Next is it increases your return on investment. Again, as you are investing at the right age and at the right in the right investment, your return also will increase. It improves the quality of your life and your finances. Your standard of living improves. It defends your portfolio from unnecessary losses. Again, when you are having complete knowledge about various investments, you are going to make appropriate investment, and again it will avoid losses. And it provides financial stability. It is very important to have financial stability, and that is possible only with proper financial planning. And proper financial planning is only possible if you are financially literate. So that's all about financial literacy. Now we go towards our next subject, that is basics of economics and markets. Now economics again is a very important subject. If you see in the stream of commerce, you have this subject right from FYJC to your third year and even after that. Now, what is the objective of keeping this subject in this course? Knowledge of basic economics. It provides you the knowledge of basic economics that familiarizes students about behavior of the individual as well as the firm. When you're starting a business, it's very much important for you to know individual behavior of a person. So this learning this subject helps you to do that. Understanding of Indian economy and markets, as you are going to work in the Indian economy, so you are understanding the economy beforehand, so it is definitely going to benefit you. Now we move towards the contents of these courses. The contents are Introduction to Economics and its importance. It introduces to what is economics and what is the importance of studying economics. Microeconomics, that is economics at an individual level. Macroeconomics means studying the whole economy of our country at an aggregate level. It teaches you international trade. It teaches you about business economics and statistics, which are very important in the industry outside. Now, the skills that are developed by learning these subjects are: economics is the subject which trains you a lot. So by learning this subject, you are definitely going to develop these skills like thinking logically and critically. You think logically and critically. The ability to simplify complex issues and extract the relevant piece of information. Suppose many of the firms get stuck up whenever problems are there. But if you understand this subject properly, you will learn how to simplify complex issues, and you will get a relevant information from those problems, and you will use that information in future also, so that you do not fall again into those kind of problems. Data analysis, this is very important part. You learn to analyze the data in the right manner. That will help you to grow your business. It improves your written and spoken communication as well. You learn time management, as the economic policies are time bound. So you definitely learn time management, which is very, very, very important in today's age. Your commercial and cultural awareness increases. You become aware about the commercial as well as the cultural areas. You learn teamwork and interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills are your interactive skills with your colleagues. So this also is improved with the help of this subject. Now, the very important part is the process of teaching. Now, our teaching are not at all going to be those traditional lectures, as we are targeting complete development of a student and overall development. We want to open up, we want to bring out their talents, their skills. So, we are going to have various extremely interesting teaching techniques, which are innovative activities. We are going to come out with different kinds of activities for each and every topic. We are going to conduct group activities and group discussions, as I said before, to improve their interpersonal skills, because teamwork is very much necessary in today's age. Next is quiz. We will conduct various types of quizzes. Brainstorming sessions will be conducted for complex issues. We are going to come up with very complex questions or problems from the industry, and we are going to we are going to storm their brains with those topics. Next is role plays and acts, to open them up, to bring out their talent, to transform them completely. We are going to conduct role plays and acts. We are going to tell them to make presentations, so that will build their confidence. As you know, we are also teaching them functional English and communication skills. So these all the things are going to work together. And last is, we are also going to take the help of various videos to teach complex concepts. If they do not understand by teaching, we are going to definitely, we will be showing them the videos and make the concept clear to them. So these That's all about the teaching techniques, which are really going to be very interesting. Now, crucial points about this course, very important points that you need to understand. Small batches of students in each classroom. There will be small batches of students in each classroom. This will help us to give them personal attention. It will be like personal mentorship. We are going to be their mentors, not only teachers. We are going to be their mentors, aware as we are well aware that each and every student is coming from different atmosphere. So we are going to get them to cope up and mentor them. Practical approach along with the syllabus. Our study is not going to be limited to the books. We are going to come up with practical examples, discussion and explanation of current topics correlating to the syllabus. Now, we are going to discuss the current topics along with the syllabus so that when they graduate or even while doing their internship, they don't find anything completely new in the industry outside. We will make them so much comfortable that when they go for their jobs, they feel that yes, we know about all this, we know very well about all these things. Next is practical sessions. The very important part of this course is practical sessions in the form of on the job training, that is internship. Now, if I talk about internship, for each semester they are going to do internship for 2 months. So when they are completing their graduation, they are having the experience of 1 year in their hand. They are not a fresher at all. So you can understand how confident they are going to be when they are going to go for their interviews. The student will be having considerable experience after the completion of the course. Means we are going to transform them completely. We are going to build immense confidence in them, and even we are excited to teach this wonderful course. So that's all. Our management is very cooperative, and our center head Seema ma'am is a very gentle and humble lady. She will guide you very nicely if you approach her. So that's all that I would say about this course and the generic subjects. Thank you.